are getting into our morning conversation, and I want to continue what I asked in the previous hour. Mwalimu, my senior, is here. He can advise me. Yes. What is it that what is it that do you feel the country needs the president to do or say in order for them to believe, for the citizens of Kenya to believe him? If you didn't check out the interview yesterday, you really must do. I think that's still on YouTube. You can go check out the entire interview. Eric Latif, Linus Kaikai, Joe Ageo. By the way, great job yesterday that you did with that round table with His Excellency the President. But even after that interview, even after assuring Kenyans that, you know what, let's sit and talk, let's dialogue, Kenyans still don't want it. Kenyans still say it's not believable. In fact, right now on X, the hashtag is still running at Ruto must go. To go where? And then who sits on that chair? So what do you want him to do? Is what I want to find out this morning.
First thing, we have to really be glad we've made big strides when it comes to democracy as a country. I think we are the most democratic country in Africa right now. Vile tunasifiwa world over.
About our freedom of expression.
Tunauliza president maswali kweli kweli. Anajibu, toa hii, weka hii. No? It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. Mimi ile nashindwa ni, why is everybody, yani hakuna mtu ana defend president. Yani he's there, he's the last man standing. Wajua by the time afikiwe, tunafaa kuwa na watu wengi sana wamejibu maswali mingi sana.
That is very true. Now that you mention it, that's very true. Where are his supporters?
Can you imagine asking the former president Moi those questions? Ama Kibaki.
You can't.
Wachana na Baba Uhuru. We are talking about his juju's.
You can't.
So you see?
Ungekuwa Nyayo House sahi. Unafinywa huko vizuri.
Unaona hiyo freedom?
Do you think we are taking it for granted? In terms of, yes, we are expressing it, but also in every situation where one person is talking to another and one certain thing's done, there has to be a conversation. Here comes a situation. Sawa, Gen Z wameambiwa we can talk, but they don't have a leadership to do structure. So who are they talking to? Who does the president talk to? So that he's believed. It's really something I really want to know this morning. What does President William Ruto have to say or do in order for you to believe what he says? My number is 0711-046-105. You can also find me on X at Mike Mondo1 at Classic 105 Kenya. That hashtag is, of course, Mike and Kingangi. Please let me know, because at some point that conversation has to be had.
It needs to happen.
Yes. It needs to happen. Morning conversation today. I'm simply asking what you want to hear or see the president do that would make you believe him. Finally. Like I was telling Mwalimu earlier, even kwa nyumba, lazima musikizane mkikosana na bibi. So what is it you want him to say? Because after yesterday's interview on TV, everyone I'm seeing on social media is saying, pana huyu anatupanga. So mnatakaje? Asionge? There's a tweet here by Frederick Mwakau Baba Girls, and Asema, Mr. President failed to explain himself when asked whether he knows he is being referred to as a liar. Kenyans now are like doubting Thomases. They want to see and feel the change. There's a tweet here by Sal Odide. You're saying, of course, you're saying, like myself, I had to miss the presidential roundtable. It was going to be just the same thing, the same time with these other ones. So I have to fill myself in on what I missed. I suggest you do the same. Macarius Rotich, you're saying the president should promise the youths those jobs by making at least 2 appointments to individuals who we've never heard of. You're saying number 2, to improve on the cost of living, and number 3, to stop misappropriation of funds. What say you? 0711 046 105. What should the president say or do for you to believe him?
Hi, Mike.
Yes, good morning.
Morning to you. How are you?
I'm very well. Talk to me.
Now, I'm just trying to contribute to your conversation.
Yes.
I think at the moment the president just needs to listen. But at the end of the day, the lies that he has been given, people will never believe him again. Even if yesterday he said so many things, which to me is just a waste of our time, because he has not done anything in the last 2 years. And I don't think even if you give him another 10 years, he'll do anything. That is his character. He's just lying. So when you say, what do you want the president to do? There are so many people who can lead the country. It's not that we are short of leadership. We have been telling him, he has been advised by so many people, but he doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to fight corruption. He doesn't want to let people who know how to lead to do it. Look at his cabinet. I think those are the first people that he needs to get rid of. He just needs to tell them, go home. You are the ones who are failing. But if he does not want to listen, even to tell the cabinet to go, then how can we help him?
So you would like him to dissolve cabinet completely?
Yes. The first thing is to dissolve the cabinet. Let it go home. Then at least we can see he is doing something, and probably that is a good start. Okay, we'll tell him, okay, yes, you have dissolved the cabinet, then let us now get people who are able to lead the country. We tell you, okay, we want this, we want this, we want this. But if you don't want to listen from the first word, you don't want to dissolve the cabinet, the leaders are going to fail you. You know, you can be a very bad leader, but you have good people behind you.
Okay.
Yeah. You just need to have good people behind you, period.
Sawa. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Classic 105. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm very well.
Kinani yuko hapo?
Yuko hapa.
Salimia sana.
Amesalimika.
Now, Mike.
Yeah.
Kongani hii mjadala mko nayo. I think Gen Z did not ask for any dialogue.
Yeah.
I think the president is just using the normal audience demonstration. Every time they were demonstrating, they were saying, let's dialogue. This generation did not ask for any dialogue. And anybody who has been on social media understands what the Gen Z wants.
Okay.
So, personally, I don't see any need for a dialogue. And one of the reasons why they are fearing the leadership is because the moment they establish a leadership, the abductions, the torture, they'll disappear.
Okay.
So that's why they are saying leaderless, tribeless, partless.
Sawa.
Because the moment you establish that mechanism, you are at risk.
Shukran, my brother.
Thank you.
Mwalimu, just let me ask you, hata nyumbani mkikosana na BBC mnasameananga?
At some point lazima muongee.
Si
But
ndio?
now who are you talking to?
That's a very good question. Who do you talk to? They've said they are leaderless, they are tribeless, them they are just Kenyans. What would it take for you to believe His Excellency the President? That's what I want to find out this morning. Give me a call. 0711 046 105 is my number. As we are responding to that interview of yesterday that a lot of Kenyans have come out and said, hii inapangwa hapa bwana. It was the interview of the head of state yesterday, of course, at a round table. And that interview, I think it was almost 2 hours long, where he was answering a lot of questions regarding the state of the country and, of course, issues that have led to demonstrations and protests across Kenya. But the thing that came out and stood out for me was what happened online after this interview aired. There are a lot of people who are saying, I don't believe him. I don't. And that is why I'm asking, so what should he say? What should he do so that you believe him? Mwalimu is also asking a very pertinent question. Where are his friends? His supporters? Why are they so quiet? Cleophas Kangedi on X, you're telling me my advice to Mr. President and all leaders is to consider the majority of which we are. And he rules us because he is there because of us. As a king, he should be close to his citizens. That's very true. Korir Arab Dennis, very good morning to you. What are your thoughts on this? What should he say? And where are his friends? 0711 046 105. Talk to me.
Yeah, you are talking to Gevera here.
Sema habari yako.
Mzuri sana.
Ongea na mimi ndugu yangu.
My wife, mimi ni millennial, ni Gen Z, sasa ongea na yeye.
You're a millennial, bibi yako ni Gen Z.
Yes, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Tabi.
Yes, talk to me.
And you have a very good conversation today about our president.
So what do you want him to say ndo Gen Z mumuamini?
We just want action. We want action.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time to sit down and discuss issues with an unremorseful president.
Mm-hmm.
Because this president is not even remorseful. We want job opportunity, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We want whatever he promised to us.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like last time, he said that he have a company in Ruiru that is going to employ 20,000 people to be working online.
Mm-hmm.
We want him to put action, not words.
Okay.
We as Gen Z, we are not demonstrating because we are not demonstrating just for a sit down. We don't have. You have said we don't have representatives for Gen Z.
Sasa kama hamuna kiongozi ataongea na nani?
Sasa he should do action, not words, Mike.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Tunataka action.
Okay.
Whatever he promised us.
Yeah.
Alisema yeye alituambia hapagui. We don't want to kupagwa na yeye. Yeah, we want action.
Aya.
Asitupange pia.
Sawa.
Okay, thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you. Our pangwingwi. Gen Z. Why? Really, really, really interesting times we live in, Classic 105. Hello.
Hello, Mike.
Yes, good morning.
Morning. I want to changia on your morning discussion.
Go ahead.
What we want from President Ruto is one simple thing.
Yes.
He must step down. And we want to know who voted for him.
Guy.
That's it.
And when he steps down, who will be president?
Baba.
Ati baba.
Baba.
Si muliambia baba asitoke nje?
Hapana.
We
want him to come down. Tumechoka. I'm here with Josephat Kivandi. We are tired.
Okay.
Yes.
Sawa. Okay. Mwalimu. Si baba is going to AU. Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. Yes, yanaenda AU. Sasa wache hiyo. Oh my word, what interesting times truly we live in. Ebu keep calling on 0711 046 105. I just want to know, what is it that you want the president to say or do so that you can finally believe it. Continue with our morning conversation today. And I'm asking, what is it that you need the president to say or do for you to believe him? Mosi Wakanyiri is saying, if the president can't shake off sycophants, busybodies, court jesters, and retain of useless advisors, or rather he can shake them off, he should fire them en masse and to some arrange for a public whipping near archives. There's Salo Dida, you're saying that clearly kuna many groups within this major group of opposition. You're against what a previous caller has talked about involving Baba. Lucy Ngando, though, you're saying, after listening to the interview yesterday, I can only come up with two conclusions. One is that the president is not aware of what is really happening, which says a lot about his advisors. And secondly, he's lying, and he's not ashamed of doing it. So what do you want him to say is what I want to know. So that you can say, okay, fine, I believe you. We are all good, let's move. Talk to me.
Oh, good morning.
Habari ya leo.
Salama sana.
Ongea na mimi baba.
How? You saw yesterday when the president was talking, kwa ile interview. You tell me, as a leader, you cannot take responsibility, simple responsibility, even answering a question directly. He cannot. And this, the whole world is watching.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, the time for talking, I think that time is over. There's no trust anymore. Start with taking responsibility.
So you want to see action and not talk?
You've seen the list of all the things that you want. At the bottom, he must go. Let him do everything you've asked him to do, and the last one, let him prepare himself to go.
So who will be president?
Excuse me?
Who will be president? Assuming tomorrow he says, "Aya, nimetoka." So who is going to lead Kenya?
You see, all these things, he is deliberately doing all this because I'm sure the IBC is constituted. He is the last person supposed to make sure that it is working.
Yeah.
And all this is intentional. Because he knows even right now, we are expecting by August, we are going to recall 204 members of parliament. He knows when we recall them, there will be no one to hold the elections. That's why he's making sure that the IBC will not work.
Okay.
And we are seeing this. We don't know. We are not. It is that we don't know. We are not fools. These are the things that are annoying us.
Sawa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Classic 105. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, ongea na mimi.
So nimepiga kucontribute on issue ya Zakayo.
Aya, go ahead.
So the main issue hapa hivi ni the people are tired because one thing the president is full of lies and is not truthful to the people. That's why people are like this. That's why the country is in such a state.
So what can he do for you for you to believe he's not lying? What can he do?
So the thing is, na tushasema is ashuke. Nothing else, because the presidency is a symbol of national unity. And yesterday I was watching a video, even small kids, they are saying Zakayo must go. Zimefika mahali that small kids that wanaenda shule wana disrespect the presidency, then I don't know what kind of a state we are in. And Jana may cause a lot of uproar to the people. Anasema there is no blood on his hands. Anauliza the 12-year-old that was shot 8 times if he's alive. Yeye akashutiwa 8 times, anaweza kuwa alive honestly. This is bad, and this is not a state that our country should be in.
Okay.
Another thing, anatetea MPs wenye public wameonyesha wako na upset na wenyewe. Ati forgive them for what? They are representatives of the people. Walikataa kusikiza the people, wakavote yes. Sahi the church leaders are there ati praying for them. Walikuja Rongai kwenye watu wamekufa. This is very sad.
Okay.
And as a young person, I'm not proud of where my country is headed, honestly.
Sawa. I hear you. Thank you.
Okay.
As a young person, I'm not proud of where my country is headed. That's a very powerful statement right there. Yeah? Very powerful. So what do you want him to do? Is what we're asking this morning. Ama mwalimu utakuwa rais?
We. Yo kiti ile moto nimeona iko nayo.
Hiyo kiti si ya kila mtu.
We. But where are people? Where is the army that should be rooting for the president? Hawezi kuwa peke yake. He cannot be the last man standing. There needs to be someone. There needs to be a force. Huwezi kuwa commander in general pale mbele upigwe risasi. Yes.
Where are his supporters?
Yes, where is David D? Where is all these people? Where is Musalia Mudavadi? Where is the government?
That's true. Where is Musalia Mudavadi?
Yeah.
Weta.
Yeah. He has a whole team.
Where are they?
Why are they quiet?
That's very true. Have the final word, eh? 0711046105. In fact, where are they? That's a very good question to ask. Me, I can't get over the words of that young man who called in the previous hour. And I can tell you for a fact, this is very true. Just listen to him, huh?
This is bad, and this is not a step that our country should be in.
Okay.
Another thing, anatetea MPs wenye public wameonyesha wako na upset na wenyewe. Ati forgive them. Forgive them for what? They are representatives of the people. Walikataa kusikiza the people, wakavote yes. Sahi the church leaders are there, ati praying for them. Walikuja Rongai kwenye watu wamekufa. This is very sad.
Okay.
And as a young person, I'm not proud of where my country is headed, honestly.
Sawa. I hear you. Thank you.
Okay.
As a young person, I'm not proud of where my country is headed. That's a very powerful statement right there. Very powerful. And when I listen to it all the time, I'm just like, wow. So what is it that the president can do, can say, so that you can finally believe him? Frekus on X, you're saying a habit is a disease. He must find a cure for his lying disease. Truth is doing what he promised Kenyans and will do kutoka sahi. No more promises, action and action. Maurice Muhindi Ndalo, you're saying maybe it's time to reconsider your advisors. Kenya has numerous revenue-generating government entities that can contribute significantly. It's not just about taxes or borrowing in this third world country. Your advisors are your enemies. What can he do or say that would make you finally believe him? Have the final word.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Okay. So I was telling you, your audience destroy your new truth.
Uh-huh.
So in any circumstances which is telling the truth sahi,
yes,
you can still believe in him. Kwa sababu all that time for 22 months amekuwa akitudanganya.
Uh-huh.
So there's no way mpaka sahi you can be trusting on somebody.
Okay.
And one of my biggest issues is that amekuwa na interview tatu. But since the 3 interviews, hata kusema my apologies to the family, which and no con advisors. And now we can't be running that. And now ni watu wamekufa. He had the number. The other day alisema 6, the other day amesema 19. You apologize and you give your heartfelt condolences. But kwanza hivyo like nothing happened is so bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Classic 105. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Morning, Mike.
Yes, habari asubuhi.
Mzuri habari gani?
Salama kabisa.
Nasema,
Yes.
Kuongea na president.
Yeah.
I think we are past that.
Okay.
The thing is, people are actually angry based on the promises that he made himself. So si ati sasa tunazungumza mambo ambayo tunataka. Yeye ni mambo ambayo alituahidi ambayo hajafika hakufanya. Ambayo angekuwa amefanya, we will not be here. Why are we here?
Yeah.
Because the things that he promised are not fulfilled. Maisha inazidi kuwa ngumu. Tunaona watu huku wanaishi maisha ya opulence, people who are around him. Watu wako na helicopter na masaa za millions. So people are disillusioned. Unaona?
Yeah.
And then it is just one tax measure after another tax measure after another tax measure. Oja, people don't have a problem with William Ruto as a person.
Yes.
it is William Ruto, the president, and the mandate that was given, that people, most of these young people, just around over 8 million people that did not vote.
Yes.
None. Because they were not even connected with issues of politics and stuff like that.
Yes.
Life was going on for them.
Yeah.
None. And then now they're relieving after the 2023 finance bill and the hardships that came with it. That is now the awakening period that came. Unaona?
Okay.
Sasa now coming to 2024, unaona ile shida ambayo hii tumepitia tena tunaongeza shida nyingine. That's when this reaction came into being. But most of these young people were not really engaged so much in political issues. Just that their lives wameona tu maisha, opportunities zinapotea, wanazidi kuwa a lot of unemployment na nini. So if the president had just fulfilled his mandate from what he told us during the campaign, mpaka sasa, hata we would not even be here.
So basically, if right now he makes life easier for Kenyans, if he creates those jobs for Kenyans, if he does those promises he gave during campaign period, all will be well.
All was well. Kabisa sisi yendo nakwambia hakuna mtu before the finance bill, was there anybody saying Ruto must go?
No.
Hakuna. Yes. Unaona? Lakini sasa kitu liko na chemka watu wanaumia huku chini wanaumia. Sasa wakaona sasa hii finance bill now it's coming to finish them. Sasa that is why the reaction was just spontaneous.
Okay.
Because everybody was suffering in their own space.
Sawa.
So ni hivyo tu.
Asante.
Okay, asante.